mushy
wife,
peas.
Yeah,
she's like,
chips and mushy peas.
my wife's from like a nice background, don't like them, won't touch them. She's like, oh, I've never really had them. And then I gave her some, and I was like, what about with the mint sauce in it? Just still didn't like it. I was like, how can you not like that?
Yeah, and
My guilty pleasure when I used to live alone is I used to get back from night, so I used to bang loads of sausages in the oven, big, thick, crusty bread, and then mushy peas, and make a sausage and mushy pea sandwich.
Nice.
oh, that sounds good.
It was tied.
Bag it
All
in
the
pea
mushy
batch.
pea goes in the bread as well.
Brains,
And at least you've
faggots,
had one of your
mushy
5 a day.
peas.
You know, in Liverpool, you
Bread.
don't get mushy peas anywhere in chippies. They're all marrowfat. And it's most of the northwest just get marrowfat and not mushy. And the Wiganers are seriously wrong. They can have they ask for pea wet on their chips, and that's just the green water from the marrowfat peas. Why do you want green water on your chip? That's horrible. What's the point of that?
I don't get people who have
Dave's gone. Dave's out. He's had enough.
I touched my camera.
They call it pea wet. It's just like, no, that's wrong. There's nothing remotely right about that.
It almost sounds like somebody's just took a piss on the bread.
Yeah. What's the other thing? In Yorkshire we have scraps, which are all the. Did you get them in Derbyshire?
Yeah.
Well, they're free.
Yeah, fish fry.
Yeah.
You want them?
Yeah.
Scraps.
Yeah, you don't get that in Liverpool. They haven't got a clue.
Yeah, I can't remember. I was just thinking, what did we used to call them? Because we called them something different in Burton, but batter bits. Batter bits. Yeah. We used to ask for batter bits, but we used to have from the local night out, the chip shop from a night out used to be an MCBO. Can we have an MCBO, please, Chief? And it used to be a mega chip butty open, and it was a cob as big as your forearm filled with chips, and then obviously peas, mushy peas on top of it.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, inhale one of them on the way out.
When you drown them in vinegar as well.
Oh.
Yeah, with loads of salt, just to make it extra good for you.
To be fair, I don't think they've ever seen salt in their life with how underseasoned they are.
I know.
I'm having on my laptop. I'm just going to have to quickly restart it.
There was what was it? I was watching. They were talking about going to a chippy down south for the first time. I said, "Can I have chips with gravy, please, love?" "No, gravy. We don't do gravy. Like, chips and peas. Gravy. We don't know. We have chips and peas." And he went through a few things. He goes, "Haven't they got out moist?" And apparently no. Haven't they got out moist? No.
Oh, I do love it when you go proper Yorkshire, Mark. I always remember when you told me if something's location isn't to be found in a tin in Yorkshire, tin.
Yeah, tin. No. I always like to ask for the Woodward though. So I reckon Edward Wood. What do you reckon, Dave?
Oh, definitely, mate. I mean, it's just the look in his eyes, isn't it? You know.
I do have to admit, I do like Denzel as the Equalizer better, but that's possibly because it's a film and not.
Not seen him.
You've not
seen the Equalizer?
I've seen the first one.
Not the second one. No.
They get progressively worse. I wouldn't bother with the third one. I thought it was a bit silly. Second one,
yeah. John Wick's the same, isn't it? John Wick started out strong.
I think John Wick hits its nadir at the one where he's killing people using a horse. That was when I'm sorry. I'm not buying that. I'm really not. He's slapping the horse so it kicks. I'm not having it. No, sorry. It was like that Bond movie where he jumps. There's a plane crashing and he jumps off a cliff on a motorbike and manages to fall faster than the plane, which is not a thing in physics.
It was made of pure lead.
Well, it doesn't, once you. I mean, this is the weird thing that you don't think about when you know why heavy things and light things fall at the same speed. I mean, it's got to be if you take air resistance out of it, because obviously if you have a piece of paper and drop it flat, it's
isn't it?
Blast.
Yeah, it just
well, that's the air resistance. If you've got two things of equal air resistance, one is massively heavy and the other one's ridiculously light, they will fall at exactly the same speed. And that's because
weird.
gravity has to pull the thing down. And it just happens to be that the extra mass, which increases its kinetic energy, is just enough to pay gravity has to pay more, if you know what I mean, to pull it down. So it ends up being exactly the same. Oh, I'll be quiet now, I promise.
Because there was a
No, Mark, always carry on.
I saw it on I saw it on a science program where they did it in like a vacuum environment. And it was a feather versus a bowling ball, and they both just fall at the same speed.
Yeah, in a vacuum it would, because there's no resistance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except my head is pretty dense.
Yeah, imagine if they got Jake in there and they're like, bloody hell, he's defying gravity. He's got his own orbit.
Huge.
It's mad to think if you were in the deepest part of space, if you were the biggest thing, you would attract dust because you would have the biggest gravitational pull.
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it? Just imagine someone just finding you covered in dust.
Yeah.
With the size of this Swede, that's definitely the case. I love my little satellites.
I'm next to Jake. Just orbiting him.
I have got a moon, but we'll definitely get taken off the internet if I start showing it.
Imagine getting so fat that you actually did start to have things start to orbit you. That would be phenomenal.
What do you mean if?
That's like a new test they're going to do on the ISS.
Oh.
I remember rudely saying that to a girl at school once about a vagina.
I can't remember what I was watching, but it had me in stitches where they were talking about how sexy it is for girls to talk about fellas giving off big dick energy. He says, would you like it if we said, "Oh, she's giving off some baggy fanny energy there"? Apparently, it's not as nice if you do it the other way. What are you crying for? What's up?
Just because you told her she's got a massive fanny.
Right then, gents.
And it blew up.
Yeah, thanks,
Are
Tom.
we ready to rock and roll?
Yes.
Yeah. So now is about the time where we get to bowl some dice and anger.
Yoo-hoo!
So the last we left off, the party had cleared out Habe Sanatorium, had found an illicit necromancer operating in the basement, who had been funding the sanitarium for a number of years.
Yeah, he'd been doing things with the patients, hadn't he? Let's be honest. It wasn't very
He's a
nice.
fiddler.
Quite possibly.
A necromantic fiddler.
If Diddy Diddle's
So-
do, how many do's does Diddy Diddle? That's the question.
But he did give you some
Allegedly.
information that there was some alleged ghoul activity
Yeah, we
coming
checked that
from
out, didn't we?
the
Was that
farmland to the southeast. You decided to go back to Sandpoint to take Habe and I forget his name now. I've forgotten his name. I've literally just read it like not that long ago.
Kai Zarlu.
Zarin.
Or did we kill
Zarlu
Kai?
Zarin.
Yeah.
So you decided to take Habe and I think did you kill Zarin or did you decide to take him back to Sandpoint?
No, we were taking him back, and then we were reporting to the authorities to Hemlock that this place needs looking at, and there's a were rat, and you know.
Yeah.
So we'll hand wave the travel because nobody likes role playing endless walking for days.
Oh, I do. Walk simulator.
Well, if you want to role play that, mate, you crack on, mate.
Real time. We're walking. It's quite nice, quite cool. Bit of a breeze. Still walking.
Dastor's quite little. Someone's got to carry him.
What's that from? Is it
Always
advert?
Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't know what it's originally from, but it's
I love Always Sunny.
But would now be a good time to play the mark game?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, it's going to get things.
It's time for the mark game.
Does someone want to volunteer to explain to anyone who might be watching what the mark game is? Someone who's not Dave, because Dave always does it. It's like the teacher
I don't-
calling the class, isn't it, for an answer?
Yep.
Isn't it? We all have to pick a word that we think Mark's going to say when he leaves his computer to go and freshen his nose or whatever it does, powder his face. I don't know. What does he do? I don't know where he goes.
It'll be a verb or a noun.
And it can be a random word because Mark is a random motherfucker.
Random motherfucker.
Random
My
motherfucker.
word today is going to be flamingo.
Flamingo. I should also introduce the people at the table as well. Do that one, Mark.
My name's Lars, and I'm Dastor.
Well, I thought you were going to go with I'm a Virgo.
I'm actually a Cancerian,
Oh yeah.
and I don't know what that means.
No, I
June,
don't know what it is.
Hi, my name's Jake, and I'm
Alcoholic.
No, don't make me admit it.
I'm going to go with cannibalise.
I'm going to go with spork.
Fork.
Spork's quite unusual. You don't see sporks much anymore.
Well,
No. Right, I'm going to try and pronounce this. Parasaurodophus. Parasaurdophus, I think it is. It's a dinosaur.
Wasn't that a... Yeah, it was a veggie dinosaur, wasn't it? A berry
Don't know,
eater, I think.
I've just Googled it, Lars.
So this is where Lars and Jake now bust out their dinosaur knowledge.
I was
Johnson's is
just
bad,
naming
you
an
know.
Idiosaurus.
Is it?
Yeah.
I bet it's a herbivore. Is it a hadrosaur of some variety?
Hold on. I'll ask Google
also,
again.
Jake, do you have a word for me?
I do. I was going to go with Dilophosaurus.
What
Yeah,
is it
they're the
these days today
spitters.
in picking words I don't know how to spell? Can you repeat that for me, please, Jake?
I can spell it for you. DILOPHOSAUR.
Hang on, you've gone too quick now. DILPHO.
S and then saurus on the end of it. Dilophosaurus.
Thank you.
Mine, Dungeon Master, I pronounced wrong. There's no D in it. It's my handwriting. Parasaurolophus.
Oh, Parasaurolophus.
Thank you, Jake.
It is a hadrosaur.
Is it?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Duck-billed dinosaur.
Hadrosaur.
Dude.
Sorry, I had to
We weren't
rewind
talking about you at all, mate.
trebuchet. No. Yeah.
Should we do all our words, though?
Yeah. And
I'm
what
back.
did you do? Relaunch your trebuchet?
Relacker.
Oh, yeah,
Really
one.
lucky you
Launch a trebuchet. That's silly.
Well, launch it twice.
Cancel.
Yeah, I suppose.
You have
Quick
to like tandem
introductions as
launch
well.
them, don't you?
So, to my right is Sam, who's playing Zegric. Underneath him is Jake playing Addam. On the bottom right, you've got Lars playing.
Hello.
Wait, Nick, hang his name for a second then. Dastor, Brain. Then on the bottom left, we've got Dave playing Argus.
Reet.
In the middle, we've got the Mighty Mark playing. Character names today. Mortis. We'll get there, yeah. At the top, we've got Lewis playing Minato, who is currently not at the keyboard.
Nice.
I've got them written down if you want help.
Good work, Lewis.
Just having a little Kinder Bueno, guys. Product placement. If Kinder could sponsor this stream, that'd be great. Is it Kinder?
Or Kit Kat Trunkel.
Yeah.
I've got Tesco's own Frazzle things. Yeah.
I love Frazzles. And onion
Or
rings.
bag.
I've said it once, I'll say it again. Lipton's iced tea I will happily take a sponsorship. I'll happily only drink their drinks on stream.
Oh, well, I've just finished some Cathedral City cheese, please.
Fuck that, no.
Imagine if we were
Come on, guys.
sponsored
Now
by
it's just looking
Lipton's
like we're
Iced
getting
Tea,
desperate.
Lipton's Iced Tea, Kinder, Tesco's Razzles, and what was the other one?
You're all thinking.
Just cheese, Lars.
Cheddar cheese.
Just cheese.
I'll push your cheese like a cheap whore, no problem.
This Pathfinder stream is brought to you by Cathedral City.
I don't think we should be associated with cheese. It is racist, after all. I don't know if Dave forwarded that article.
I know, I didn't.
But really, you want to be sponsored by Teabags. You want to be sponsored by Yorkshire Tea. That's the big one.
Oh yeah,
You've all missed it.
Yeah,
It's the dream.
Going to be used a lot.
could you imagine Sean Bean talking about, I like a Yorkshire cup of tea when I watch the boys playing Pathfinder.
Sean Bean saying, "Let's roll some diceinanger."
You bastards.
You
You yellow belly bastards.
Bunch of cheese-eating surrender monkeys. That's what I say.
Sean wouldn't like our stream anyway. Not enough people have died yet.
I can change
Sean
that
will
if you
die.
like.
We can bring Sean in and kill him in the first phase. Because he dies in everything, doesn't he?
Not Sharp.
Except for Sharp.
He's he's plot armored in Sharp.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, that's the only reason he's still
Yeah.
alive. Is because Sharp's still alive in the books. It's a good reason.
Okay. So, you eventually make your way north and return to the town of Sandpoint. And I would assume you're going to go straight to see Hemlock.
Mhm.
Is that fair to say? Okay, where's my map of Sandpoint? There.
There's the WT.
So obviously, you enter the guardhouse, which you're all quite familiar with by now because you're rich and miscreants. Or you're employed by the law, one of the two. And you're greeted by what looks to be a sortie preparing themselves to leave the town. So there's a group of 5 guardsmen that seem to be gearing up with gear to head out somewhere.
Ask them where they're going.
Where the fuck do you think you're going, you bastard?
Well, you'll have to speak to Hemlock. Come with me, and one of them will take you up to Hemlock's office. We'll knock
Not Hemlock's
briefly.
orifice.
Oh, you're very familiar with Hemlock's office by now.
Yep.
Been in it a few times.
Yep.
Are we familiar enough with him to give him a nickname like Big Hemi? Or anything like that?
Big ham.
Call the hemorrhoid.
Roll a sense motive check for me, please.
Let me have a look.
See how much you've learned about Hemlock's character as well. You think that's a good idea? You think that's a fantastic idea?
Why is it not rolling? I'm clicking it. Oh, there we go. Did it about
It
10
has. You
times.
rolled it 4 times.
Sorry.
Your first one was a 9. This is a 2 on
Slide
that dice
play.
for you.
Take that second one, Tom.
Yeah, you think that's a fantastic idea. You should definitely do it.
Does the group agree? Dastor's looking at the group leader Argus for a nod, and then they're going to go in and call him Big Hemi. I'm not going to call him the hemorrhoid because I don't want to piss him off.
I think because Argus being Argus would probably just smirk and shrug, and then stand at the door ready to run.
Or Dastor's going to kick the door in and then be like, "Hey, Big Hemi, sorry, Hemi."
Hemlock's just going to fix you with a really, really icy stare.
Dastor's going to sink to the back of the group.
Well, I'm certainly glad to see you gentlemen back. Did you get what you needed from... and then he kind of sees Habe in your mists. It's like, I think you better come in. I think you might have some explaining to do. But I need this to be quick.
Where you going?
Well, you first.
Well, that right over there was that thing. So we're going back here, but we have to go out and check it out.
Indeed.
What he said.
What was that?
Yeah, so he takes stock and he's going to call some guards in. He says, put those two in cells, separate cells, put some spellcasters manacles on him so we can't cast. I'll deal with this later. So we've had, and they get kind of taken off to the cells quite kind of abruptly. We've had reports from farmland down southeast on the edge of the Whisperwood. Stories of moving scarecrows that seem to corroborate what you've told me from one Mr. Zerin.
Yes.
And I was about to send a sortie of guards out to investigate, but
No, send them.
I feel like you
to get the
gentlemen might be better equipped, and I feel like I'm better off sending you down there and this sortie of guards up to secure the sanitarium, if I'm honest. I don't have many men to spare. I can't do both.
Yeah. We like that plan.
Yeah, Dastor's going to come back to the front of the group and be like, "We're your man, Hemi."
He's going to fucking look at you again.
He's sinking to the back of the group again.
Too soon.
I think you need to hire some more staff. I think you need to get rid of some of the admin staff, review the budget, and get some fucking more staff on.
Given the assault on Sandpoint, most of my men are securing the walls.
Yeah, but
And
I bet
my
you could cut
force
the
is
admin
50.
team in half. I bet you, your admin
Yeah.
team, your HR department, I bet you could cut that in
HR's an
half.
issue.
And I
Mate.
bet you could get a ton more guards on the wall.
Slash
knowledge open
HR
for me.
slash middle management.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need a DEI department these days either.
So you would know that any admin staff he has a female secretary that isn't a guard member that just works as his secretary. Everybody else fills multiple roles.
And that's not.
He's got about 50 men.
As
For
well,
quite a large town.
DEI is also the only reason Dastor's part of the group, so we need to keep that.
Nobody knows what happened. Nobody knows who runs HR though, so that's why you keep getting away with the shady shit that you're getting away with, because there is an HR department. As far as you
That's
know.
the problem. No one knows who's running it. No one knows who's in it. They just know it exists.
Yeah, like every
And it
job.
costs
Like the
money.
Ministry of Love.
But yeah, I mean, you
yeah.
know that the town militia isn't particularly well funded. They rely on taxes mostly from Magnemar, and Magnemar don't send that much this way.
Yeah, we were
So
headed
all the
south
money
anyway.
they're paying you. Yeah. However, we have. I have a witness. If you wish to interview them before we go, I'm hoping. Well, I was hoping that these were the delusions of a drunkard, as old Master Grump isn't exactly the soberest of men. However, given what you're reporting to me, I'm starting to wonder if the alcohol has dulled some of its experience rather than enhanced it.
Okay, does anyone know who old Master Grump is?
Sounds like a fat bastard.
Knows local.
Sounds like a friendly fella, doesn't he? I think this will be.
I'm going to challenge him. Find him and challenge him to fattest person on the call, and it'll be me. Yes.
I know, mate. It might give you room for your money. You don't know him personally. You would guess that he owns one of the farms down south, but it's not a great role. Not amazing. He's a farmer.
Okay, but not from town. That's fair enough.
Yeah, no, he's not from town. He's quite far out. So
okay, because I've got Hambley's farm in terms of the scarecrows, and then we've got near the Foxglove River for the ghoul sighting. So they're two separate things, aren't they?
Well, no. So what? Let me pull you back to the area map. So it's that one. I'll take it to the wrong one. I didn't want to make a folder of them, but okay.
Does he roll 20?
They've changed it. They've changed the way the moving of tiles works. That's all it is. Yeah. So this is the Foxglove River. Here.
I'm not showing anything, Tom.
No, Tom, I'm not seeing it.
I've got the hinterland.
Hang on. Right layer. That'll help. So this is the Foxglove River.
Yeah.
This is the Whisperwood. In fact, is that... Let's see what... Yeah, it's on the token. Yeah, it is on the token there. So you should be able to see...
We can see where it says Whisperwoods, yeah.
So the farm in question would be along this kind of edge of the Whisperwood.
Okay.
Which corroborates, the edges of the Foxglove River as well. So...
So I'm going to say to Hemlock, have you found anything out? You say us to interrogate. I'm assuming you've already done so. What did you find out? Because when we interrogate people, we tend to get in trouble.
That's very true. So, for as old Farmer Grump tells it, there'd been some trouble around the Hambley farm, which is a farm doesn't quite adjoin his, but it's in a similar area. The reports of trouble and moving scarecrows, and people were frightened. And there'd been no news from the owner of the farm, one Roger. Roger Hambley and his wife and his sons. There'd been no word from them. So a couple of the lads had gone up to see what the trouble was all about. And as he tells it, they were attacked by dark, shadowy figures. And he just ran in fear.
I don't blame him.
And noted, he noted that they'd even eaten the dogs.
Just as soon as you said, and
we don't know what's going
Black
on.
Betty came on my YouTube song.
Are they Haitian?
So what's
Lamb.
Are they Haitian? They've eaten all the dogs. I've not seen that meme with the Haitians in the. Oh no. Okay. I will warn people about Rob as well and let them know he's with me. So don't be scared of Rob. He's all right.
Oh, do you know what? I've not even thought of that. I assumed you'd leave him outside of town.
Well, he is outside, but I'm just telling him that if you see a zombie that answers the name of Rob, he's all right.
He's a good lad, that Rob.
Yeah.
Leave him with a hat at a jaunty angle and a leather jacket. And a roll up. That'll leave him well alone.
Bit of Dracula on in the background.
Yeah.
When the rumor once bombed someone to death, no one will mess with him then. I wouldn't. If I thought someone had bummed someone to death, I'd be really nice to them all the time.
I mean, if you feel that you've got enough to go on, I fear he won't be a particularly great source of information. So if you feel that you don't need to speak to him and you just want to make tracks,
we've reports of scarecrows. We've got reports of ghouls. I think we know what we're dealing with. The only point of order that I would address it in Sandpoint is, can we get Minato's dagger enchanted before we go? He's got a masterwork dagger that we could do with wanging some kind of enchantment on, but I don't know if, because we want to get moving, don't we?
It's a time thing, that is, because there's not anyone in town that does that kind of enchantment. You'd have to send to Magmar for it. Send it off, if that makes sense.
Can we plan for it? Can we send off for it? Oh no! So we'd have to send the dagger off.
And actually, Hemlock will pull out a package.
Oh,
The jingle a little bit.
Jingly package.
Because as you've recalled, you haven't received payment for the bronze helm.
What?
Boom.
What do we get?
He's like, this has come for you, and it was left with me for safekeeping. And he chucks a package with 3,000 gold pieces on. So you got your full price for it in the end.
Yeah.
It was an awfully big helmet.
That's what she said.
Just.
Disgusting.
That off because I made that a thing to make sure that I gave you this session.
Oh, thanks, dude. Right underneath that, I think it says level 5, Tom. Right, so we'll.
Wow, let's not have that conversation right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm comfortable then, unless anyone else has got any other business in town.
no.
So we're not going to speak to Farmer Grump. We're just going to head.
Sure. The only question
Amnox told you that he's probably not got much for you. So
yeah.
It might be less.
Safe to do my best farmer impression.
Oh mate, you know, when you asked the question, I knew somehow I deprived you of West Country, haven't I?
It's all right. I'm quite happy not to do it because I sound like an idiot.
You almost accidentally did it on. Accidentally did it then. It's all right.
It don't matter.
Can I very quickly go and see him and just ask him one question? And that would be, before we ran away, was there a smell of death? Go on, Tom. You can do it.
Well, I don't know if I can now. Great. Well, now that you mention it, there was a lot of smell of the rotten, especially around them dogs.
Oh,
nice
And I
one.
swear I saw an armadillo as well.
How many? How many?
outside.
2 armadillos. Yep. Thank you. Thank
He
you,
also
Farmer.
reeks of alcohol that he's been drinking.
I'll bet that in 3 seconds, both of my legs will fall off. Oh, that's 2 bags of potatoes I've already lost today. Sorry.
Is it
People don't tune in for dice rolls, they tune in for Mark.
Was that the first
That's all I'm
show?
here for.
Young ones.
Young ones are.
But it was Hale and Pace with the 2 people that it was actually in that scene. It's where Neil thinks he's blown up their hut, but it's actually Vivian shooting at Rick with a howitzer. You remember that one?
Oh, I might have to watch them with you, Mark.
Yeah. Vivian, where'd you get that howitzer? I found it.
Right. Journey south, please, Dungeon Master.
Journey south. So somehow I've managed to delete this out the Lost Coast Road. I'll lie to you. I don't know how I've managed it, but I have deleted it off this map.
I'm sure
Lost
someone will
Coast
draw
follows
one
the
of you.
coast.
As long as it's shaped like a penis, somebody's going to draw one for it.
What was that about penises? You want me to draw? that? I will do this in freehand.
That's going to be the next game, is it? Other than the Mark game. Who's the Phantom Cockdoodler?
Look how pointy it is. Just like real
This might be, in fact, how I ended up deleting the Lost Coast Road because I was trying to delete penises.
It wouldn't surprise me, Dungeon Master.
But you've left one of the hairs, though, Tom, in the bottom left-hand corner.
There's a Pieb.
Right. So, luckily, I have our copy of it somewhere in this here book I've got in front of me. One of the appendices. So, Lost Coast Road will bring you to about here.
Oh, okay.
For you, that's probably the closest you're going to get to the Whisperwood before you have to kind of head off.
What do we know of the Whisperwood? Is it somewhere we would want to avoid? Would that be a knowledge roll?
I bloody deleting your penises. I've deleted the Whisperwood's name.
Please don't delete my penis. That'd be Devo.
Jesus Christ.
Please
Right.
don't empty the recycle bin.
So there's like country like dirt tracks, but there's no more roads.
Yeah, my geography knowledge is shite. So less said the better.
I take knowledge geography or knowledge local to know where exactly Amberley Farm is. If not, it'd be a survival check. See if you can find your way there.
Can I get the Eidolon to see if he can smell something weird?
Yeah, sure.
I'll
see if you can find the
apologise
right
to
track.
the back.
Yeah, so you've got a reasonable understanding of the farmland to know roughly the way to the farm that you're trying to get to, Amberley Farm. Eidolon smells nothing. Eidolon's too busy licking itself in its private areas.
Enjoy that, I've been told.
How do you eat them, Lars?
My jelly babies just straight in like this.
Smash them. Yeah.
They're far too small. I mean, they usually go. I'm not going to beat about the bush. They're usually going 3 at a time if I'm eating them.
Well, yeah, I did just shove 2 in just then on the way in. But I was conscious of how heavy my nose breathed, so I had to mute.
Okay, so the way we're going to do this, I think, going to be a little bit of an exploration map.
No.
Let me just drop you on it. Oh, and I've just closed my gate. That was really, really smart. Don't like change, and I've changed it.
My fear change.
Right. Can I grab that tab from there? No, I can't. Right. I see. There. Right.
Ooh.
So there should only be a very little square revealed to you.
Yeah.
Party. Is that right?
Yeah.
I haven't got jack shit.
I can confirm. What a little square.
Or is it north or south of the lot in the big scheme?
It's very north.
Scroll right out and you'll see it.
I've got it. Yeah.
Okay. So
Queef salad sandwich. Get it.
we'll take a volunteer to control the token as to which way you want to go. Who wants to take that responsibility?
Argus is our leader.
Not look at me. I'm irrelevant.
All right. So
I'll give it a
drop
go.
Argus on the map. So you're going to imagine you're on this very thin, narrow dirt track, and you've got crops that are taller than you are.
Nice.
So this is almost like a crop maze now that you're in.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And it's just, this is like a winding path between the fields.
Okay. So the first thing I probably call for then is marching order.
Yep.
So if I take what are we with the Eidolon? We're 7, aren't we?
And Rob. Don't forget Rob.
8. So we can go 2v2. So if we go me and Eidolon,
I can grab a pen and make a note of this.
And then where would everyone else like to go?
I'm not.
And Dastor goes somewhere in the middle.
Probably
Middle
rear for
towards
me.
the back, maybe.
So you're gonna
I was more
have.
just thinking if something attacks us from the rear, then I'm exposed, aren't I?
But you're also harder than everybody else.
So
Yeah,
again?
you're pretty sturdy,
You're also
mate.
harder than. It's you and Argus are probably the top, like in terms of armor, and then the Eidolon's with you as well.
True.
So you are going to
The
want a rear
Eidolon's
guard.
like strong though. It's not really heavily armored. Like he'll relatively easy to hit.
I think it's naturally he's pretty high actually, but
I think he's
Could be
got
wrong.
maybe a 17.
that's pretty good. It's not horrendous.
Can I suggest Dastor and Zegric rear guard then? So we've got you at the back to heal as well then, Lars, if necessary. Everything in front of you can see to step forwards. And then if we have Mortis and Rob skipping, holding hands. And then that would leave Addam and Minato middle field somewhere, either way around. I'd be asking for every sense possible as we trudge through either side. With what we know about this place and what we suspect, Argus would be on high alert, sword would be out, shield would be on his arm already. And my suggestion would be to go straight through on the path until we see what's on the other side. Depending on what's there, then we'd potentially go through the crops to see what happens after that. That seems reasonable.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Are we
I'll-
going in tightly packed, or are we having a bit of space in between each sort of row?
I would say 5 feet. Stick to your square, stick to your quadrant, but stay together. So if anything does happen, we can all respond instantly.
Okay.
Shout out if anything pings. I mean, our world. Let's put in
I need to go and get me dad a resurrection. I'll be back in a
So what
Give my
happens is
dad
as we
a
move,
resurrection.
I'll give you a sense of the scale of the map as we move.
Okay.
I really misheard what
alright.
Mark said then.
Yeah, me too.
I
Ask him.
really missed it.
Are we allowed to be like doing perception checks as we go? Like just
Absolutely.
continuous?
What I'd say is there will be stuff on the map that will prompt you to do checks.
Cool.
And then if I need to call something, I'll call it. Obviously, if I think there's going to be something, I'm not going to let you purposely miss something because you didn't say I'm going to do a perception check. You told me you're on high alert.
Yeah.
So
Sound.
I might ask you for a couple of fake. I might fake you out too, but it is what it is.
So due south to start off with. See what's in front of us.
Okay, so give me a quick perception check just to start with. Let's get a baseline. Let's see where you are.
Gotcha.
Give me all one individually.
Way 22.
Yeah, you're on it. So is Minato. That's still the
Dastor's.
29. Dude.
He is
Okay,
highly
cool.
perceptive anyway, to be fair. He's got alertness, hasn't he?
Okay, so grab 2, 9. Okay, cool. So okay, cool. So you head. Let me just free up some map. Heading south, so it's eerily quiet. Like normally in grassland and farmland, you can hear like bugs chirping and owls and things like that. There's none of that at all.
Yeah.
It's very like sinisterly quiet as you're trudging down this road. And to give you an idea, you do eventually come to this crossroads. And to get to that crossroads, you would guess. Well, you can measure it. If you use a measuring tool, the measuring tool is accurate.
Ooh.
So from where Argus is now to the crossroads is 620 feet.
Okay.
So it's a good trudge in. but at the corner of this, on this, the southeast corner. So let me just get the right tool up so I can ping. Here, there is a pinned up scarecrow.
Shoot it.
Yep.
From range,
Okay.
I'm going to shoot it.
Yep. And I'm going to call high alert as Zegric sets. Then I'm going to watch all around us for ambush. And could I have a quick detect evil, not losing myself in it, but being ready to respond as well, just to see if anything pings?
Do you want me to give you any
certainly
guidance
can.
as well on your shot, Sam?
I wouldn't say no if it applies to weapon attacks.
It's +1 competence bonus on a single attack roll.
Okay. Do you want me to roll to hit, Tom?
Yes, please.
So whatever I roll, +1.
Okay, so it hits.
I haven't shot yet.
Oh, haven't you? Sorry, that's your deception check. I do apologise. Yeah, that hits. However, when you hit it, it's kind of a puff of straw comes out of it.
Okay.
You do not detect evil from the scarecrow. Because you want to bring yourself down to that junction, Dave, just so we know where the party is.
Sure. Can we burn it with fire anyway?
Sure.
Can I get my arrow back first?
Yeah.
Sure. But for every twice you do that and it doesn't do anything, you're not going to be able to retrieve the arrow. It's going to shatter, which
Yeah, I
obviously you know.
Yeah,
Standard rules apply.
Yeah, that's how I've been rolling it.
Yep. I assume you've got torches. I assume someone's got tinder.
I've got
You can light a
dancing
torch
bell.
and burn it.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I can't use
I
it.
assume you take precautions not to set the entire crop field on fire whilst you're doing so.
Does
Yeah.
grinder
Yeah.
count instead of Tinder? I don't really agree with Tinder.
So you now have a choice of directions. East, south, and west.
And
I'm
be
going
there
to
like that.
stick to what I said. Which direction do we suspect the farm to be?
That would be a knowledge local or a knowledge geography. Probably
Okay.
local is going to be your easier score on that. So
It would be a quick conflab with anyone that's skilled in this. Then probably Zegric.
and yeah, your best knowledge local guy is left his keyboard. But
I'm
if
still
you
here.
want to,
I'm here.
if you want to go knowledge geography as well, yeah, you can go for knowledge geography, mate.
Oh,
Don't
I
ask me.
rolled a
I
5
don't know.
first, I think.
Okay,
I
so
know nothing.
Zegric, you haven't been to these parts, so I'm guessing your father did not bring you round here if you ever did work. Minato, strangely, you feel like the farmhouse and barn is to the west. West, southwest.
Okay.
Based on what you know of how farms are generally laid out in the area.
Sure.
Okay, two schools of thought then. It's either clear the area first or head towards. I'm tempted under these circumstances to say head towards, with the assumption that if the farmhouse is still there and we can get in, then either we're attacking what's inside or what's outside, but we've got physical walls between us and anything else that's on the outside. So I think I'd be voting towards going towards the farmhouse.
In it though.
Under these circumstances.
Yeah.
Happy?
Group consensus?
Yeah, but if it was southwest, then I'd also counsel south first to continue the straight through and then to the west. Unless Minato suspects that it's closer to the west than south. You've got me on high suspicion here, Dungeon Master.
Can the Eidolon try and have another sniff around, see if he can smell any of the necrotic stuff?
Absolutely. Perception check.
Yeah, is that all right for general as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little bit of an eggplant.
Well, that's a bit better.
Roll a 1.
Yes, the Eidolon, before you burn the scarecrow, picks up the trail and kind of indicates to you that there's a strong sense of it towards the south and a milder sense of it towards the east and west.
That's irritating.
So I think Addam's just going to kind of like, because he's going to kind of pick it up through the Eidolon, Addam's going to look at everybody and he's just going to, in his kind of normal creepy self, he's going to be like, there's smell of death in the air everywhere, but it's worse over there, and it's not so bad over there.
Fucking weird, man.
Embrace it, Jake. Yeah, stick to what we know then. So south. You know what? Let's go with what I said. Let's carry on south then, because that's.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, there's. Yeah, sorry.
No, please.
I was just going to say if. Yeah, I'm wondering if the smell's actually coming from the farmhouse. So south.
Okay, so I'll reveal a bit more.
Moose.
So
I think the Eidolon's going to constantly have its nose down, like as it's like tracking to the heavier, like dirtier dead smell.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so that reveal a bit more of this path. So as you get towards this fork of the road, you see 2 more of these scarecrows. And roll the perception check for me on the Eidolon, please.
Yeah. Just a 13.
Its hackles go up, but not anything specific. So you almost feel like the smell's getting stronger. So
I think
you
Adam's going to
have
turn around. Addam would just be like, "What's up, beastie? What can you smell?"
there's a scarecrow on either side, and a little bit into the field to the south.
I shoot the closest one.
Okay.
Have you got any form of fire arrows?
E-
I know you've got acid, haven't you?
You can we
right,
could set
patch
fire to an arrow,
roll.
surely. Wrap a little bit of Jeff around it and Jeff the Willy.
It would, so I potentially could, but it'd be using the spell slot.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Okay.
cantrip, your acid splash.
My acid splashes, yeah. I don't have
That'll do.
a fire equivalent.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Just splash
We-
some acid on it.
I can do it. It's not a problem. So if I
It's-
even
if-
hit,
Yeah, if these things
Or
are going to
you might
animate,
get let them arrows.
Okay, so that is a hit, and you think it hit something.
well, do I need to roll damage then? Because it's been hit by acid as well.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yep.
Sorry. So. Three points damage. Wow.
Mhm.
And 2 points of acid damage.
Okay, so as you hit this, the scarecrow starts to writhe and make like really uncommon sounds, but it just seems not to be able to free itself from whatever's moored it to where it is. And as that one starts to kick off, so does the one opposite. So I will take us to a battle map.
yes.
The battle map is not the best approximation of what we're doing, but it's the best I could find.
I like it.
Yeah.
Is it this one
So
that we shot?
no, we'll do it a little bit. It's along the path, is what we'll say. So move these two.
For some reason, my one charges aren't showing up anymore.
Look, Mark, nobody needs to hear about your wand.
Oh,
Let me just go fetch Rob because I didn't bring him along. I forgot all about Rob. Not lie to you.
He's a little geezer.
Poor Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit of a bastard.
Rob's not angry, Tom.
Just
Can-
disappointed.
How
No, don't pull that one out.
How do
It
undead heal?
hurts.
Can you heal undead? Can you call them nice things and they'll grow like you can with plants?
I could animate you a rope so you could tie a little rope around his neck and tug him along.
Yeah.
Tug him along, not off.
Oh, no, because it'd probably fall off and that'd be horrible. That'd piss him off as well.
And you'd have to
piss him
keep it because you can't leave it behind. The poor guy's with us, isn't he?
Right, so let's
Pretty
put
bad.
you all in order as well.
Oh no, found it. No problem. Ignore me. Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm done.
That's the wrong way around. I always get your two tokens mixed up. And you're all in order. I'd also suggest you're probably a little bit closer if you're shooting at them. What's the range on your bow, Sam?
What you need?
I was just looking up the answer for that. It's a
One
long
big
bow.
bang.
Pretty decent.
You can squeeze the hot girl's breasts, eggs, and
So
bacon.
squares are as the grid. So that'll help you.
So they're each one's 5 then.
Yeah, in this case, yeah.
I need. Do we need to roll initiative?
Give me 1 second, because the answer is to that is yes. Sorry, I was just sorting all the tokens out. You do need to. You can now roll initiative.
Right, that's 2d10.
I don't know the range, Tom. I will get back to you.
Oh, I
It's
haven't rolled
probably
top
more
line.
than 75 feet though, which is
Oh,
roughly
yeah.
where you are, 85 feet.
How do I
So
do that?
I can masturbate your monkey. I'm not gonna though. Weird.
You keep those filthy paws to yourself.
Where is initiative again? Why can I not find it?
On your main sheet, and it's sort of like if you see where it says hit points with the black box, if you go straight down, it's the first black box you hit from the word
Oh
hit.
yeah, got it.
100 feet, Tom. I have 100 feet.
yeah,
of
you
range.
plenty. All right, so I'm going to read off names.
Not
Make
enough.
sure we've got everybody's initiative. So we've got Zegric
Whoa.
at 19, Minato at 16, Dastor at 13, Addam at 7, Argus at 6, Mortis at 5. Rob also, I believe, will work on your initiative, and you have to give him commands,
Yeah,
which is a free action of which you get 1.
right.
And you can only follow basic commands like, complex
Attack.
instructions probably aren't going to work. Yeah.
So if I ask him
believe
to
that's how it's
explain Einstein's theory of general relativity,
His head explodes.
yeah.
Okay, so at the top of the round, it is Zegric.
Zegric's just going to rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
So
Same
I
target.
assume that was the one that you'd shot the first time round.
Whichever one's closest, yeah.
Lexi, get off
Yeah, it's
the
probably an arguable point, but
Lex.
Way.
okay.
Confirm.
It does confirm because it's flat-footed. Is yet to act in
That's
this
20
initiative.
points of damage.
That is an.
Do I need to roll the acid damage, Tom?
No, you don't mean. So explain to me how this creature dies.
So obviously, fired one, hit it in the chest, draw his back for a second, just kinked ever so slightly higher, boom, gone for the headshot. No
Okay.
fucking about. He's a hunter, and that's what he does.
So, and as it dies, it gives off this really loud kind of death screech. Like,
Yeah. Okay. I think to that Argus his sort of training would take over, and he'd be saying, "Right, stay in formation. Let them come to us. Stay where you are."
Stay on target.
Yeah, but I know what I expect to happen though.
I'm going to. I'm assuming each of these blocks is 5, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and then I'm going to bonus action, vanishing trick, and go invisible, and I'm going to do that as my turn.
Okay. So just to give you a better vision of what you're looking at as well, whatever these are, they're dressed up like scarecrows, and they appear to be nailed to the moorings.
Oh.
Nice.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hippie.
So
Is there any crows
As it
around? Want to
is.
know if they're doing a good job or not?
there's nothing around. There's no.
Excellent work.
It's early evening. But there's not even the sound of
Lars.
crickets. Okay, so with the sound of tearing flesh and a screech, this scarecrow, evil-looking thing manages to drop off its moorings, and then it is going to
Gonna ask Annie if he's okay.
Annie, you okay? You
move
okay?
towards.
You okay, Annie?
I think she's
It's
all right.
move towards Minato. I'm just going to check if that is
Smooth brained criminal.
action.
Koalas have got smooth brains, you know.
Have they,
Yeah,
mate?
no. So
Yeah,
Is that why they're becoming extinct? Because they're fucking idiots.
they are very stupid. Yeah,
But koalas,
yeah. And they've
they
all
can't
got
be stupid. They've got all the qualifications.
Oh man, bloody hell, Jake.
Yeah, they eat one thing which is poisonous, so then they have to spend loads of energy detoxifying it. They've all got chlamydia, apparently.
It is
Yeah.
going to charge Minato, but it can't attack this turn.
Oh,
That just
so
sounds like
interesting.
some areas around Derby, though, doesn't it? They've all got chlamydia. They're smooth-brained.
They've eaten something
that brings
poisonous.
us
Yeah.
brings us to Dastor's turn.
Well, Dastor's been a bit silly. He's not prepped anything for range, so he is going to have to run in.
Could be.
As you can run in a
Appetite
straight
of
line
the year.
up to 4 times your movement. I don't think your standard move will get you there, but you can get there and not do much else.
Well, let's not be hasty.
Measure
I
it.
want to get myself killed. So I'm going to...
Yeah, so that's like 40. So you could run that in a straight, almost diagonal line.
And I'm behind some boulders, yeah?
You're behind a large cat.
That'll do.
What's the range?
I should probably mark. Yeah, so you did manage to, just to be clear, that one is dead.
No,
You're using Minato as cover at the moment.
he's invisible, isn't he?
Well,
He is invisible, yeah, you're right.
that's why.
Not very
Yeah.
good cover. Well, it is, but the bad guys.
Oh yeah,
don't
no,
realise that.
Minato's invisible. He wouldn't have been able to see. My
Oh,
apologies.
I thought they got
So the ball
blindsight. I was going to say.
couldn't have gone for him.
Oh, I was an egg. You were the plan.
Yeah, no, that's my bad. So in which case it would have gotten 4 times its movement straight at the party. So if you want to, sorry,
Come
Lars,
back
that
here.
was my error.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I just realised that
Yeah,
caused,
so it would
a commotion. Sorry.
onto that, but it can't do anything. So that's all. It's your turn, and you can move and attack because it's closer now. I do
Twat it,
apologise.
Lars. Christ, Lars. I've just said to you, twat it, and then I've seen the massive ruler in your whatever room you're in your lovely room there. That's the biggest motherfucking ruler I've ever seen.
It's so during the streams you guys can see how tall I am.
Yeah.
I'm
Like a
going to say
prison
something a
lineup.
bit nastier, to be honest, but I'll say it, keep it to myself. It wasn't very
I
nice.
am small. I am furry.
Just a fraction above
overcompensating.
6 foot on my tiptoes.
Yeah.
And I've just realised as well, I forgot that Dastor's actually got a crossbow, so I could have just shot him from range anyway.
I have
Just
You
the,
know
do
when
shot
to
a
bring
minus
my
4
axe.
penalty if he's in
The
combat
mission.
with somebody.
Well, it's time to use the axe anyway.
Was wet and let it be.
Oops.
That's a miss. All right, to you, mate.
Oh,
You have failed to
6.
hit the creature. It's a
Disgusting.
natural 1, mate. And a natural 1 on your damage. That's horrendous.
I keep having to turn my head because I've got my character sheet and another on one screen and over here, and then I press it. That's why I pressed it 4 times earlier because I was like, why is it not coming up?
Is that everything you'd like to do?
So Dastor's just going to swing his axe, completely miss, and then just like shyly just kind of put his axe to one side and just step back. Embarrassed.
Oh, noise. Like this.
Yeah.
Okay, brings us swiftly on to Adam.
so Adam is going to cast Barb Chain, which I think as part of that I can cause him to make a dexterity check. You summon a chain from another realm, causing it to burst from the ground. You can either make a melee attack or attempt to trip combat maneuver against the target.
So it'd be
Trip him over.
a combat maneuver check against your CMD.
So what do I have to roll for this?
It
The
rolls,
CMD.
I believe. Yeah, it rolls CMB against your CMD, or the other way around. Yeah, CMB. It rolls CMB against your CMD.
Okay.
If it's successful, you shake. It becomes shaken for 1d4 rounds. I always think you're better off making the melee attack, but that's me. But it's up to you. You tell me what you want to do.
Hang the ball.
Yeah,
It basically
I'll make
makes
that.
it -2
I'll-
to its attacks if you shake it.
Yeah.
I'll make the attack against it then. Do I need to roll the? It's just
Yes,
a
you roll
ranged
to hit.
attack, isn't it?
Yeah,
Can I?
well,
I
it
can
counts
use
as
just.
it's a melee attack, so it's not ranged. You could just use your dagger,
Okay.
Stab it in the ass.
doesn't
Full
it?
Gaddafi. Full
Very sorry,
Gaddafi.
Jake.
I should have just got him to do his thing.
Full. Oh. I don't like you.
Right, yeah, that's everything from Adam done.
Okay. Brings us to Argus's turn.
Yay! Is there any chance that I could get into a flanking position without provoking anything?
The issue is you have to. You can move through friendly squares. So long as you don't leave. No, if you leave a threatened square, you take an attack or you'd incur an attack of opportunity. But
Yeah,
you can
can I-
incur the attack of opportunity. You can only, unless it's got combat reflexes, it can only make one. So it's up to you.
No, I'll just hit it then.
Okay.
Hopefully you'll do better than Dastor and Adam anyway.
Yeah, it's me then,
I
mate.
had to think for a second because it's different in 5e than it is in Pathfinder, and I was getting confused.
We need to keep track of how many natural ones we get then, Lars, because here comes another.
No,
It's not loaded for me yet.
that's a hit,
Ooh,
Manimo.
Oh, of it, somewhere.
That's a hit, and that is a gnarly hit.
The
It's a
batting.
good chunk, but it is still standing.
Yeah, where is turn?
Is there anything else you'd like to do? Turn.
Yeah.
Brings us to Mortis.
Right. Let's see.
Kill it, Mark.
I'll tell Rob to go and attack it. So he's gonna go, and he's gonna go there if he can. So he's in a flanking position.
Let me just see its movement. So it has 30 feet of movement, so it can make it.
Right.
But it'll incur an attack of opportunity once it leaves this square. Are you happy with that?
No, I'll stay there.
Okay.
It'll go in then. So I don't know what to roll. It'll be I'm just going to do what's it, 20?
You should have access to his character sheet.
Oh, let's have a look then.
Should. So let me just
Human
check that
zombie.
that's true. Yeah, it can be edited and controlled by Mark Downing. Yeah, human zombie.
Here we go. We're getting somewhere, you know. Attack.
I thought I'd set you up for him. I was sure of it.
You did melee slam +4. So it's going to be it's going to be 4 plus whatever this is.
Well, that is a miss, unfortunately. You should just be able to click on it and it should just roll it for you, mate. In fairness,
Oh yes, you can. I'm an absolute yeah.
Right.
it is still a miss, I'm afraid.
Oh, I blame the egg people. Right, in which case, I am now going to fire my crossbow at it if I can.
So if you shoot into combat, you're shooting a -4 range attack.
Even if it's shooting over Dastor's head.
I've got a point blank range, short range cheesecake though as well. Does that make any difference?
A short range cheesecake.
I always
Bear with
imagine
me.
most cheesecakes are quite short ranged.
Your character sheet is going to start moving about, Mark, just so you know when you don't panic.
Or
I
point
can
blank
imagine you
shot.
get the same range I can with a longbow.
Ooh,
Point blank shot.
point blank shots.
Gives you a +1 at
Yes.
30 feet. It's the next feat, which is
You need the next feat in that
dice.
tree.
Yeah, but
So
I'll
you,
still
you
get
need
that.
that
So
one to
it'll
take the
be at,
next one.
so it'd be at -3. Would that be right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so going in. That's what we're doing.
Come on, Mark.
Go on,
You
Mark.
can kill it.
I can. I'm just not going to. So I've got +5, so it was -3 to that. So this is at +2.
Just click it on your character sheet and then we'll take off -3.
Yeah.
It's the easiest way.
Oh.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is a
13.
miss.
Oh, rubber
Yeah.
Johnnies.
But
Dirty.
not by a lot. You graze it. You do graze
Yeah.
it. Get a little nip.
Oh, that's my underpants scattered to the 4 winds.
How many HP does he lose for the greys?
Yeah.
None. It's a flavour.
It's just a slight case of chaffing. It's yeah.
They've just given him chlamydia.
That does bring us round to Eidolon.
Yeah.
Okay. The Eidolon's
Digest
going
stuff.
to go
Elon's got to do something.
He's going to go for a full round attack action on it.
Yeah, bye
So
bye.
he's going to slap him for a bleed.
That hits.
Good night, Vienna.
Yeah, maxed out. Yeah. So describe to me how the Eidolon takes this out with one swipe.
It's just going to just slam its claws straight on its head and almost just smash its head into mush on the floor. So
Okay.
as the rest of its body just twitches.
Okay, and we do know historically the Eidolon does not like the smell of whatever this is. So the Eidolon is repulsed.
It barfs on the corpse.
And top of the round brings us to Zegric.
I would like to roll a perception check, please, Dungeon Master.
Go ahead.
In case I want to eat the cheese.
So you just stop and listen. I assume because of the death streak of the first. The second one, I think the Eidolon. I mean, how does it? So does an Eidolon rip this thing's throat out when it dies, or how does it kill it?
No, the Eidolon literally just as it smashed as it hit it with the claw to the head, he's literally just obliterated its head into the ground, basically.
Okay. You're kind of listening out now for any of the noise, and you can't hear anything.
I can't see anything, and I cannot hear anything.
Correct.
I don't
Time
like
to
it.
move on then.
No, don't like it.
Smells a bit beanie.
Stay in formation.
Yeah.
Can't hold him.
Loosen up. Hold on, contradictory orders.
So as I'm standing still, I am going to touch myself and cast a magic spell called Cat's Grace and give myself a... Oh, hang on. Let me just double check how long it lasts. 1 minute per level. So it'll be 5 minutes, won't it?
Oh, I'm just going to quickly whack off in Todd Anderson's tool shed. I'll be back.
That's one of my favourites. That's one of my favourites.
It's coupled with the statement with Jake's face as well. That's
That is a what was it? A clip.
violation.
That's a clip moment right there.
I've not done one of that for ages, have I?
No. So I'm going to cast Cat's Grace on myself, giving myself a +4 dexterity enhancement for the next 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to stand my ground.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a 2nd level spell. It's a big boy spell.
Okay. Brings us to Minato soon.
I would like to issue Order 66.
Order.
Nice.
I don't know. I'm kind of happy where I am at the minute. I'm invisible. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'd probably try and climb up to this big rock next to me, maybe, just to kind of like get a bit of a vantage point and look around.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
But other than that, I'm just on high alert with my cat senses.
Okay, cool.
And can you hold an action?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just hold an attack action in case anything just goes, ha! I have blind sight. And I go, huh?
Brings to Dastor.
We're not killed this one. I can't see what we're attacking.
Everything's dead. Everything is dead. That's currently on the combat map.
Dastor's just going to mooch around then.
Would you like to investigate the scarecrow that's in front of you?
Yes. Because of the way you've said that, because of the way you give me that question.
Well, to me, it
I need
seems
to
like a
roll
logical course of action.
I've done one anyway.
What's that? A trump?
Yeah, it would be perception or survival.
Survival?
Yeah,
That's
so
ominous.
Perception. That's a good perception check. Looking specifically at the ghoul. So I've just given it away there. So you start taking off the scarecrow disguise, as it's been dressed up as a scarecrow, and underneath is a ghoul.
Cool.
And given that you also were the one that identified ghoul fever in the past, you feel like this ghoul is recently turned.
Obviously, Dastor will let the team know, but well, they're all going to see it, aren't they?
Yeah. It's going to bring it. Well, I mean, at this point, I think we're pretty much out of initiative.
It's just
What the hell?
I know, he was either he's stalking us or he's psyching us out.
That's not cool. What? Keeping us in combat just because we didn't check a dead body? We check dead bodies after combat.
I checked a dead body. No, I didn't.
Okay. So you managed to kill one of these before it managed to pull itself free. You can have your spell slot back if you want, Sam. You can undo your turn. Just trying to build a bit of tension. Do you know what I mean? It's not my fault you chose to expend your limited resources.
It's Dastor
You should
literally
know
put his hands
better.
in his pocket.
DM's discretion.
Not playing pocket billiards.
So yeah. So you've still got one of these scarecrow ghouls attached to its posting, if you like. The other one managed to tear itself free, and there is a third inanimate scarecrow to the south. So if I take you back to the map we were on before.
Yeah, I'll have a quick pokey round, see if there's anything worth looting, if there's anything notable on any of the corpses.
So, other than the scarecrow disguises, the ghouls are basically naked. They've got nothing on them, so they've been stripped.
Okay.
But do you give them do you give the corpses like a thorough looking over?
I was going to say, facially, do they still look human, or whatever race they were before they turned? I should say
relatively, but not. They turn into ghouls are effectively zombies. I mean, they look like the token. Did you? Let me just.
They look like black shadowy things. The token did.
Let me. What? Handout. Ooh, there's a handy handout for this. How about that? Show to players. Show to everyone. There you go. You've got a handout.
Ooh,
Oh, so they look anything like they did before.
So not really, but
yeah. Okay.
No, press on for me, unless anyone else is.
Onward.
They're going to be the farmhands more than likely. Yeah, I'd rather get into a building at this point because we know what's happening. Ghoul fever's right.
I was just going to say about getting the Eidolon to have like a good smell to see if he can almost like have the one that's directly in front of him to see if he can like smell any others in close proximity.
Sure. So what you're looking for is like the Eidolon tracking device, if you like, rather than.
Yeah, basically.
Give me a survival check. Call survival then for tracking. Zegric could also have Zegric. Minato could probably also have a go at this as well, realistically.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm thinking about now is obviously now that we know what they look like a little bit and we've seen them, how they move and everything. I've got a profession as a hunter. Could I use that in some way to try and?
Yeah, absolutely. So what you do? Yeah, sure. Roll a survival check and we'll see how well. See how well.
Survival.
Yeah. I'll give you a little bit. Try and give you a bit more information. So whoever's
17.
done this has purposefully made the scarecrows look exactly like the ghouls. So at a distance, it's difficult to tell. But you think between yourself and the Eidolon, you can probably pick up the scent, that decaying scent, enough that you would know where one would be fake and the other would be a ghoul. So you think you could accurately, if you come across a scarecrow, you think you can accurately say between yous, you've got a fair shot. I'll let you make a roll for it before and get a surprise round if you succeed mechanically.
Okay, cool.
Tidy. Okay, onwards.
And with that as well, the one that was to the south, is definitely just a scarecrow. Are you burning the bodies as you go? Just out of curiosity, or you just leave them where they lie?
Probably they're going to come. There's like a likability that they could come back, isn't there? Even if it's got no head.
I think we'd probably consult Mortis on this, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Is there a knowledge check we can do on ghouls?
Dungeoneer.
Sweet.
We'll get when he's back.
Mushroomy sausages.
Thanks, Mark. You've got a job, mate. Oh, actually, you might not have.
Have I done a job?
Give me a roll, see if you can get it better.
What? What's it for?
We're just checking to see if we need to burn the bodies or we're safe now that we've killed the undead, if we're safe to actually just leave them. So knowledge dungeoneering.
Right, give it a go.
You can do it.
I don't know why it always rolls twice for me, but I'll take the first one.
Yeah, so you know enough to know that if you damage them enough, they can't come back.
Right, I'll say.
So once you kill them, behead them.
Right.
Standard zombie stuff in the head.
Destroy the brain or remove the head.
Yeah.
Have they also got red on them?
You've got red on you.
Yeah, move forwards then. And it's going to be the southwesterly fork towards Dungeonmaster, the farmhouse, I believe.
I think the fork's
That's
overrated.
what you
I
believe.
said we go
Yes.
yogurt spoon.
So this way, this path.
Doink, that one.
Let me reveal
Can't
some
see
more
there.
of what's going on.
Sound. Yeah. Perception checks all around.
Perception and survival. So survival from Eidolon and Minato.
Sure, I was a bit pants that time now.
Well, let's say you were aiding the Eidolon, so he just get a +2 to his roll.
So that was
20.
23.
22
Yeah,
perception.
so 25 total, and then 22 perception. They're good enough. So you're getting smells of decay from both of these paths. So the north and the south. But the Eidolon is sniffing at the southeast path. It's almost between Eidolon and Minato. There's something down there that isn't dead.
I feel happy.
I think
So
with the bond
something
that Addam,
other than this smell of decay.
I think the bond that Addam has with the Eidolon, he'd kind of like voice that as well. He'd be like, Beastie doesn't like the smell of the dead, but he can smell something stronger down that way.
Okay, I think Argus would be canvassing opinion at this point. Then he'd probably turn around and say, "Well, I'd like to check what it is. If there's someone alive and we can get them safe out of here,
Yes.
I think we need to try."
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, in terms of like the kind of food that the Eidolon likes to eat, he has obviously more of an affinity for things that are alive or like aren't dead.
Yeah.
Would he be able
Absolutely
to
absolutely
tell the
factor that into what I said? Yeah, 100%, 100%. So this smell of decay. I mean, I'm not a medical professional like you guys, but it's the smell of decayed and rotting flesh.
No,
I'm sure you can probably think of something suitably nasty in your field, but it's honestly
Smegma.
vile.
Yes, that's
Probably
bad.
worse than Smegma.
I don't know.
Following
Um,
Lars
the
is
And
Eidolon
even
work.
telling you it's definitely something it would like to eat. Definitely would choose to eat.
Choose to eat
Smegma?
smegma. Yeah.
Well, I
You
don't know what
channeled-
Eidolon eats.
You channeled your dead face when you said it, Lars. That was perfect, right?
Smegma.
So you say you
Smegma
want to
just
do a
comes
quick
naturally to
nip
me.
down to the
Yeah.
south east,
Yeah.
is what we're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
let's go to the
same
thing.
formation, still wary all around.
So let me just free up a little bit more. And you can see enough once you get to that junction that, there's almost a little square there that you've done. So at the bottom, there's another scarecrow here. In fact, I can actually move this one onto the table. That little red dot, big red
Okay.
circle.
Yep.
That is another scarecrow. But the Eidolon is very interested. And you can hear like heavy, ragged breathing as you get closer. I'll roll your perception check over from earlier. Enough to give
This
you that.
one's alive. Let's try and question it. Find out. Is it nailed to the things, Tom, like the other ones?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
so you know what's happening then. Someone's hanging these out to be turned.
Yeah. So somebody's going to have bell end sickness.
They're infecting them, aren't they? And then hanging
Yeah.
them out to turn into ghouls.
That's really pleasant.
Well, it's a possibility.
Yeah, I like. Yeah.
I think the Eidolon's gonna like gradually approach the body, but he's gonna do it in a way that's almost like he's gonna be like hunting it, like he's nose down to the ground, like really like almost like about to ready to pounce
Ignore
on
me.
it.
A bit like a cat when it's hunting you.
Yeah, a little bit.
But obviously,
like a wolf.
much more intimidating than a little kitten going after your feet. Like, but that kind of thing,
so.
but ramped up.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to, so what is the plan? Try and get this person down, I assume.
Can I have a quick check over just to see if it's infected? If there's any, would that be heal in?
I
Pathfinder?
could cast
would be heal.
stabilize on it.
In fact, I would sort of say to Dastor, any chance you can give this fella a once saver? Because if there's any sign of infection, then I don't know if we can do anything about it before we cut him down. If he's too gone, then we might have to reconsider before we do.
Okay, so first of all, someone roll any dice, doesn't matter what. Just give me a die roll, odds and evens being different results.
Bag, chips.
Hold on then. Roll
Okay,
d20.
cool.
We done.
Snake
Yep.
chip, bean juice.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, as you kind of start taking off the scarecrow disguise, underneath is a very naked, kind of 40s woman,
Hello?
kind of praying at the temple, and she looks really pale.
How did we detect?
Roll a heal check for me.
Oh,
I'll
check.
assist Dastor with this if that's all right, or attempt
Yeah.
to.
So I didn't catch
No.
it. You want,
No.
you
Nothing.
so I'm going to stabilize, yeah?
Roll a heal check for me.
Heal
What kind of
check, sorry.
condition she is in.
Addam would avert his eyes.
16.
Or you can leave. You know what you learn as you start to take it off is that she's naked underneath it, but you obviously can leave the sackcloth and it's on her. You don't have to strip her naked. Given your experience with ghoul fever, she's definitely been infected. And she looks healthier than Sevilla did, so you think she's got time.
how did we cure it? Did we know how to cure it? I can't remember.
With a bullet.
I was going to say, I don't think there's a way to cure it.
bullet to the heart.
Civilis went mad in front of us and then died in front of us, so we didn't have time. Do we? I'm assuming that we would know between us how to. It's disease, isn't it?
I'm a necromancer. Would I know? Would I have a chance?
So
Would
you know that
stabilize
people can
work?
naturally resist it, but if they're not, it's lesser restoration or cure disease. I don't know if cure disease is actually a spell in Pathfinder 1.
I thought
Like a
lesser restoration.
restoration.
Yeah, you've got it, Lars.
Restoration, yeah.
Don't think I can do anything.
Lesser restoration.
It's remove disease, not cure disease. Remove disease would be the other one.
So
But that's a higher
stabilize
level spell.
Stabilize doesn't do anything then, because that just stops her from dying.
Yeah. So mechanically, how ghoul fever works is it attacks your dex and constitution, and once they hit 0, they turn.
Do a check.
Roger.
Okay, I think I want to cut it down then. As I want as I sort of I'll go up to her, look her in the eyes, and is she looking back at me?
She's unconscious at the moment.
Okay, right. Yeah, let's just
I've got
cut it
restoration
down.
prepped anyway, so we can bring her down and do that.
Make some strange sounds.
Yeah, if we've got time, we might need that for later. I'll be honest with you. We have to take priority. You can't help people unless you're able to function yourselves.
But I only have it prepped once, so whether you want to or not.
I'm hearing you, but if one of us gets infected,
yeah, exactly.
Can you do anything?
How much do we care about this naked 40-year-old woman?
I don't know. How much does Dastor care about it?
Dastor wants to. Can he do a attractiveness check?
Compatibility check.
I mean, she's
gorgeous.
reasonably attractive, but she's,
what What Dastor's thinking
don't
is he
know.
could cast Fear the Sun on the whole party. You're all blinded. He then
Pops a field.
lets the restorations on the woman, and he's just off into the tall grass.
Oh,
I'm guessing she's the
as she
farmer's
starts to put her
wife.
down, she does start to stir.
yeah.
So as you're getting her down, because she's been nailed as well to this.
Yeah.
You know, it's not tied. She's been nailed, so it's some work to get her free. So she does come round eventually to the pain. And you know, very shakily, she's oh, thank God, thank Desna. Yeah, she probably use a god's name and not just God, eh?
Yeah.
It is not Desna that saves you on this day.
Can
It's the wrong
I
god for Dastor.
I just want to look at her and just ask, humbly.
No. The farm is the Hamley farm's to the east. I was taken from my home and brought here. I'm Letty Guffman.
Oh,
Hello, Letty.
I've guffed before. It can be quite bad. Makes other people leave the room sometimes.
And you know, she's. Oh, thank you for saving me. I feel awful. I was taken from the fields around my farm in the night, and they cut this sign into me, and she kind of pulls down the sackcloth a bit, and you can see that someone's carved the 7-pointed star into his flesh.
Tidy. Just because I'm a suspicious motherfucker, sense motive.
That's a motive.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would be in 100%.
Lewis knows. Yeah. Okay. I think at this
I
point,
nearly got you last time.
You did. I think because we're still not anywhere safe. I think Argus would just say, right, save it for later. We need to get you safe. Have a look around. Which way is the nearest farm? We need you to point us in the right direction so we can get safe.
Hamley Farm is to the east. You can there's two ways. You can go back up the track you're going, follow it to not the east, sorry, west. That's my fault. I've missed. You can either go up to the north, and then there'll be a trail headed south that will take you alongside the fields, but the farm, or we can follow the southern west trail along, then head up north.
Okay. Just because I want to see if we can kill anything else. Full on metagame. Let's go south, chaps, if you all agree, and head that way. And it is clearing it out as well. There's more of the ground that we've covered.
Yeah.
I think she's queen with us.
Yeah. Who's dragging her? Put her on the Eidolon's back.
I think I'm gonna turn around to Argus and basically say, I'll tail her, and the first sign that she's starting to turn, I'll end her.
Yeah.
Here's what it is.
But I mean, if you can do enough heal checks that you can patch her up enough that she can walk, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you don't have to carry her, you know. So
Cool.
a 16's enough that, you know, you can
Do
stop
we
her
want to
bleeding.
heal her too much, though? Because then if she turns, we've got to knock those HP points back down again, don't we?
Mechanically, you've just stopped the bleeding from the nail holes where she was nailed to the wood.
Oh, okay.
You've not healed her.
I am a flibbler.
Okay. So you're going to head to the south.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Please.
Do you want to give me your perception and survival checks? See what we pick up?
Definitely.
2 seconds. I'm pouring a Pepsi.
Oh,
That's
is it Max?
Look at that for a perception check.
Dastor's well perceptive.
all stuff.
It's just when it comes to combat, he's not the guy.
Bottle of Pepsi, Coca-Cola glass. I don't give a damn.
So, based on that perception check, as you're walking down towards the next intersection, we just
Dastor's that perceptive, he can see through the grass.
you do come across 2 more of the scarecrow ghouls that have managed to already rip themselves free from their moorings.
I'll wipe it off. I'm sorry.
So back to battle map.
Time to roll some dice.
Oh, I want to roll for an high initiative.
Oh, hang on a minute. Let me before we start rolling initiative, let me clear all the turns.
Roll initiative. He said roll initiative.
There's nothing worse than when
Let's
you see it
reset the party order.
and you roll like a 1 and then you just have to watch everybody kill everything and then you're like, wicked, here we go again.
Yeah. And then,
tell
well,
me about
like, as you've experienced, Lars, and then you miss yourself. It's not great. Next.
But at least you got a chance to miss.
Let's go to roll initiative.
Oh, Lars.
Oh my god, it's because I spoke about it.
I only rolled
2?
4. I only rolled a 4, mate. My dice says 7. I don't know how I rolled a 4.
Sam's had a 4 as well.
On a
Yeah,
natural
man.
one.
You got a minus to your initiative, Dave.
No.
Yeah,
like
I'm
I'm
sure.
the only one that's double digits.
I'm sure the game knows
Well,
what it's doing.
and the Eidolon, but like the only one that's over 20.
Oh, potato
Wow.
salad.
Right.
Coleslaw myself.
So-
that's definitely.
Gonna do the sort. I'm gonna read out the names. Shout up when I read your name, please. Minato.
Shout up.
Thank you. Eidolon.
Up.
Mortis.
Yeah.
Addam.
Up.
Zegric. Zegric. You muted. Argus.
Present.
And Dastor.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, Minato, you are top of the initiative.
I am.
I have not given these a full HP.
Oh, me monkey. It's got a little boob on its own face. Again.
Your monkey's got a little boob on its own face, Mark.
No, it's got a little poo on its own face. It's hanging upside down, you
So
see.
hang on, let me just move these a little closer to you because I think you'd have got closer with your checks. You'd have got closer before.
Hamsters that came round and started,
Eating their young.
yeah.
Didn't quite roll high enough on the initiative for the surprise round, however.
15.
We let
These block
ourselves
squares are really
down.
difficult to.
Yeah, it's slightly off. I do apologise. It was just looking for something generic that worked.
Cool.
Giraffe.
I'm going to move there, and can I hold an attack action?
You certainly can. So we're going to call this one Ghoul A. Sees you being the closest target, is going to run up to you. That will trigger your held action if you want to make your attack.
Oh, yeah. Giggity.
Kill it, Lewis.
Ugh.
13 is a miss, I'm afraid.
Ball back.
So then it is going to try and bite you. Does a 16 hit you?
No.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Which brings us to the second ghoul's turn, who's going to do exactly the same thing. Ooh, it can't. It can't
what
quite
a
get to you.
Salad. What a salad vegetable.
So instead, it's going to run, and it's going to run straight for the Eidolon, I think.
Oh yeah, boy.
Leave it alone. It's cute and furry and things.
Which then brings us
Okay.
to the Eidolon's turn.
Yeah, it'd be dead. He
Oh
will be fine.
yeah. The Eidolon's going to go for a full round
Hey, Jake.
attack on this. What, I'm
Just
muted.
don't roll a 1, mate. Don't roll a 1.
I can get my beard off my nose.
Sam, it's not a death save. Don't worry. He's trying to jinx us.
True, yeah, true.
I'm just trying to wind you up, to be honest. That is unfortunately a miss.
Oh man.
Miss
So he's gonna.
He's got 8 more attacks. Don't worry about it.
That's also
Oh.
a miss with a 6.
the fuck? I can't. It keeps closing down because I keep trying to come back to see what I'm getting. Right, let's go.
You can pop it out and have it as a separate window if that helps you.
I know, but then it
I
keeps
find that
closing
to
it
be useful.
down.
If I pop it out,
Oh, of course, yeah.
people are away.
It will
Is
send it
it-
to the back one. That
Does
is
a
a hit.
16? Lovely,
That
thank
is
you
a
very
hit.
much.
7 points of damage. Okay, a mighty chunk.
That was very disappointing. I'm not angry, just disappointed.
Perhaps we should change
it
the
brings-
channel to Dice in Disappointment.
Yeah. Rolling in
Bring us round
disappointment.
to Mortis'
Rolling in
turn.
disappointment. Yeah.
Mortis, it's your turn.
So cute. Go on. Right then. I'm going to go and try and control the undead. I don't know what I have to try and do. I've got another go
okay.
of it. So,
Should say on your character sheet,
like,
hopefully.
spell like, here we go. Power over undead. I don't know what I've just done. I've just clicked something
I
like
did twice.
And that is a bonus feat.
So, command undead is what I'm trying to do. DC save they get, which is 10 plus half of my wizard level, plus my charisma modifier, which is minus
Your
2.
charisma modifier.
What was the save? What was the save, sorry?
10 plus half my wizard level, minus 2. I don't think I need charisma.
Will.
as a
It's a
wizard.
will save.
Yeah. Come on, you one.
So what's the DC mark total?
Well, what's
Just,
my
for-
half my wizard level is 2, so it's just
10. It's
10.
10.
Okay, so it rolled really well. And
Yeah, so
unfortunately, you are
yeah,
unsuccessful.
Nothing happens.
In fairness, it couldn't have rolled much higher if it tried.
Yeah, I do
So-
enjoy being useful. Go on, Dave.
Would you like to move at all? And would you like to
Um,
command your zombie?
Yeah, I'll command Rob to
Get it in a flank
Go.
30
position,
feet
Yoth.
movement.
yeah, I'll take hits there, won't I? If I move him to there,
You would incur, yes,
right?
an
Okay,
attack of
so
opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's
You're
all
moving
planned.
through threatened squares.
Right. So I'm gonna. He's going in for biggest sale of the year. He's gonna get his character sheet again. Yeah.
What you can do, so in your case, Dave, you could take a 5-foot step before you attack, which would then put you one square next. So
Yeah. I was hopefully going to go and give Minato some backup, but I think ranged are going to have to.
Yeah, he's missed. He's missed like a trooper.
he's a
Do
miss,
that.
I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I
Dave,
do
I am the
apologise.
man.
You are, mate. Well done.
Brings us round to Adam's turn. But, mate, you tried, and that's the most important thing.
He's
Can
just
he
making
roll
sure
his-
that like me and Dave get a go.
Can he roll a check, please, for me on his CMB?
On his CM Bizzle, he's
I'm going to
CMD,
do his barb
CMB.
chain again.
You're trying to pop out his
Okay.
pizzle, isn't he?
So 15 against your CMD. What's your
My
CMD?
CMD is 16, so he is
And
shaken.
he fails.
The motherfucker.
Shaken. Roll a d4 for me.
Let's do this. 2 turns.
Shaken for 2 rounds.
Do it. Just do it.
Okay, that's put a little.
Do it.
Why do I keep opening the wrong one?
Mark.
That one.
Do it.
Mark.
What?
He's shaken.
Sorry.
Okay. Brings us to Zegric's turn.
Zegric's going to take a shot at the one in combat with Minato.
Okay.
Oh, that's a miss.
That is a miss.
We are excellent warriors.
That is a natural 2.
These really slow things happening towards us. We can't hit them for fuck all.
I rolled a natural 1 for initiative and now a natural 2 for my attack.
I'm
By
starting
the
to believe in this
third,
don't roll a
I'm
one thing. Is there anything I should like to do, Zegric?
Nah, dude. That's
All
me.
right.
It's like his
In which case,
spider's bow and it just fell out the end.
When they're going cold.
Brings us to
Pulls
August.
it back, and the arrow just goes.
Absolute floppy cock.
We're just trying to give him a chance.
Yeah. You guys are just being friendly and letting me and Argus have a go. Like, let Argus and Dastor have a swing. And now we're both going to get natural ones, aren't we?
yeah. They're doing it in that condescending way, though, aren't they? Now, let's give Argus a turn.
Let him have a roll. Go on.
Yeah. What's shaken? Remind me.
-2 to his save, isn't it?
yes. So shake is -2 to the hit rolls and to saving throws, I think.
Okay. Did you want me to come and help with you, Lewis? Is Minato
alright.
gonna? You manage it? Okay. Yeah, I'll let it.
Yeah.
I'll let the one in front of us. So I'll take my 5-foot step. Try and hit it.
Here we go.
13.
Just a miss.
Yeah. Turn. There you go.
Shave
Now
is
then,
bit. Give it a little. You give it a little shave. Not
Dastor, see what you can do.
Let's give it a go, boys.
It sounded like
That was
salad
good.
fingers then, Dave.
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
Rusty spoons.
Would you like to flank? Because you could potentially get into a flanking with Argus here.
Yeah.
So you started. No, so you start. You could 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, yeah,
And
true.
then you get the +2 for flanking.
Right,
Well,
let's
Lars,
swing
the
this
camera's
out.
there.
Pray for me, guys. He's
Didn't
done
need it
it.
anyway. 24 to hit. But minimum damage. So unfortunately, it is still standing.
It's because I've actually hit it, but I've took his front 2 big toes off.
Minato, it's your turn.
Okay. Attack.
Okay, that
That's
hits.
6 hits. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
10 points
Oh,
of
no.
damage then.
Yeah, 10 points of damage and 14 sneak.
That's really good.
And then I will do my second attack with my offhand dagger.
You don't need to.
Oh.
Do it anyway.
Oh no, you don't get sneak attack because you're not invisible, so it's just a 10, so it is still standing. Sorry, I do apologise.
He's still standing.
So yeah, second attack.
Mark,
Also
you'll be happy
hits.
to know that Dastor did hit for a
Nice.
maximum of 3 damage.
Oh,
And 9 is enough to kill it.
Cool.
So
We are-
describe
we
to me
are
how you
power.
killed this cool.
So I think like as he attacked him the first time and like he offhanded and missed, and then he went for him. He brings his ice dagger around and gets it in his mouth, and he bites down like the ghoul does. As he brings the other one and almost just smashes it through his face, you see his head just obliterate.
Oh, his
Nice.
face is
Yeah.
his face has fallen off again. I don't know.
Would you like to do anything else? Would you like to move at all?
Bonus action per. Yeah, what I will do, I will move to there.
Okay, moving into a flanking
Yeah.
position, it's surrounded on all sides. But it is the ghoul's turn.
Oh,
Mark,
Keep
roll.
everywhere.
Oh, I need it to roll a d10 for me.
Roll the D10 coming up.
So 1 to 2 is Argus, 3 to 4 is the Eidolon, 5 to 6 is Rob Zombie.
He's
You
Rob
get it,
Zombie.
take Rob Zombie.
Ah.
All right. Do you know the AC of Rob Zombie? Do you
I
have a
do,
catch?
yes. It's AC 12.
Okay. Here comes the bite.
It's going to get bitten.
That is a natural 20 for a 23 to hit.
Oh no! I think it might be Rob down.
However, to confirm the crit, does 11 exceed the AC?
No, it doesn't. His
No.
AC is 12.
Okay, so it's not crit confirmed. However, I believe the standing rule is he gets to roll an additional damage die and add it on.
One below, isn't it?
One below, that's right, yeah.
So
Do apologise. It'll be
Right, hit
D4.
points.
So he takes 4 points of damage.
I
Total.
can't find his hit points.
I'll track that
You're
for you,
right.
don't worry about that. He has 12, he's down to 8. If you
Right.
click on the token, it'll have it for you.
Ah, righty ho.
Comes up in some little discs.
Excuse me.
And then, can you roll him?
Yep.
A fortitude save, please.
What does that come under?
Well, it'll be fort on that character sheet. It's underneath the HP score on this
Right.
character sheet.
Underneath the HP score.
So good. Honey, honey.
Sorry.
You got it, mate.
No,
Did
I
you
haven't
need-
got
did
the
you
hit
help?
points on the character sheet either. So I'm
Hang on, let me.
HP 200, medium sized. In it 0. In it though. Perception 0.
Yeah, then defense, you've got AC 12.
Yeah.
Then you've got HP 12. It's not, it's 8, but I've done that on the
Ah,
Yeah,
so I have
and
found the hit
fortitude.
points. Yeah, fortitude save. So here we go.
flat D20 roll.
Yeah.
Can you see that roll?
That's an 18.
It's an 18, which is a success, so don't worry about it.
Right.
Great
Oh,
success.
yeah, giggity
We
goo.
can't see that roll, Tom.
No, so he rolled that. It's because the zombie character sheet is a DM character sheet, so he's rolled it to me.
Yeah,
But
it
he
does
rolled an
say,
18.
say to
It's a
GM.
success.
Brack eats. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know he's on 8 now.
Okay.
Sorted.
However, it has a full round attack action.
Who does?
It's cool. So does a 15 hit?
Yes, that hits him because he's a big letter.
He takes 2 points of slashing. Can I have another fort save, please?
Oh, no. That is all. I think either one of them's a fail. And the first one certainly is.
So he gets to a 2 claw attack. So he does 2 claws that do 2 slashing each.
So that's 4.
So total of 4. So he's now down to 4 HP.
Stop 4. Yeah.
And he is paralyzed
Oh, no.
for 4 rounds.
Oh, what a big lord of the... I don't know. Maggots or something. Right, yeah. He's now a lettuce.
A paralyzed creature character is frozen in place and unable to move or act. You have an effective dex and strength of 0 and is helpless, but it can take purely mental actions.
Yeah, but it's mindless as well, so it can't even do that.
Yeah. Can't do anything.
Oh.
It can be
Brings
like,
us to Leadlon's
think
turn.
about the Eidolon's
I
going
mean-
to do it a full round attack.
Yeah.
Going to go for a bite, 22 to hit
Hit.
for 9 points of damage.
Describe your kill.
Oh, he's just gonna fucking annihilate it. He's just gonna pull as usual. He's gonna almost rear up on his back legs, open its maw really wide, drop down on it, and just chomp halfway through its body, drag it around a bit, and then just spit out the torso.
Nice.
Yeah. I have actually seen a bulldog chewing a wasp, and it's not that pretty. I've witnessed it more than once actually. My mum's bulldog had a thing against wasps. You'd think he was asleep on the lawn, and you'd see the wasp would just buzz past, and all of a sudden he'd go, and then go,
yeah,
and spit the 2 halves out.
Sterile, and I like the taste.
Okay.
Right, is
So
that
you
everyone?
believe that is out of combat.
Yeah. How do
Yes,
undead
it's
heal
dumbass.
from? How do I heal Jeff? Or is he?
That is a very, very interesting question.
It's channel
Can I
negative
call him
energy,
Will?
isn't it?
I would have,
Undead.
yeah, I would have thought so.
Do that.
Heal.
Or can we kill the woman that we're with and turn her into a zombie?
Yeah, a sex slave zombie for all of us.
Yeah,
'Cause that's
No,
what
Any
maybe not
form
that-
of
that
negative
far.
energy will heal undead.
Right.
So I think inflict wounds might be another one. Definitely channel negative energy.
Yep.
Channel
Avenged Sevenfold made a song about necrophilia.
It's got to be done.
I was never the same after listening to it.
Oh no, the worst song title I've ever heard. The only time I've ever actually been upset and thought, really, a bit much, was there's a band called Infant Annihilator, and one of their tracks is called Necropedophile, and I thought there's absolutely no need for that.
It's nice to know there is a limit, Mark.
Yeah, it gets to that point. It's like no, that's beyond. That's not comedy. That's not comedy grossness
Yeah,
anymore.
it's
That's just truly gross.
Yeah.
I'd blame
Okay,
other people.
so we have now exit combat. I've returned you back to the maze map. Which way would you like to go?
The maze. So it's going to be. Are we looting? Just have a quick recce just to see if there's anything on them.
Yeah,
There
defo.
was nothing worth of note.
Nothing.
They're,
Just
like before, underneath the scarecrow clothes, completely naked.
Loincloth.
to the west, please, Dungeon Master.
Okay. So, gonna
That's what
just do
they're
some
called.
bits of reveal because this is a really awkward angle.
That's what she said.
So that brings you down to there. Roll a survival
Whee.
check for the Eidolon and Minato for me, and a perception check, please. Okay.
20 perception.
So, between the Eidolon, but mostly Minato, you get another. What they're indicating that to the south, and you can probably see it. To be fair, off in the distance, there's another scarecrow, and they seem to think that it's alive, not undead.
How did my
I'll
natural
just-
20 stand on perception?
I'll get to the perception checks in a second.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to reveal that for you. And they're saying that there's another scarecrow just here. There's another not ghoul, not normal scarecrow. So potentially another survivor. And then your perception checks. Now you're on the main. You're on looks to be like a thicker track. We'll reveal a little bit more of the map, and then we're going to leave it there for today because it's 10:30, and I assume everyone needs to get off.
Yeah.
To the north, you have found the farm and the barn.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Of which I will start the next session
In the
with what you can see of that from a distance, so it's fresh in your minds, ready to go.
Sweet.
Someone
beans.
alive to the south, and we've got Letty Guffman. I mean, really.
The good
I know.
master.
As written in the book, not made up
Yeah,
by
yeah,
the
yeah.
game master. I
Is
promise.
Is this like entire scenario thing that we're going through? Is that in the book as well?
Mhm.
It's very different and like original and good. I mean, I'm not slamming. It's an interesting way to sort of explore the area, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Right. I'm going to go and eat more.
Thanks for a good
crap.
one, chaps.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would have liked to have hit something, but you never know. Next time, things could only get better.
Who knows, Mark? I did 10 damage.
Yeah, that's
I
more
did
than
3.
Mark,
Oh,
yeah.
have you thought any more about leveling up yet for Dragonlance?
In what way?
What are you going to do for your next level?
I was going to go cleric.
Are you ability? Oh, do you get ability score at this point? Because you're multi-classed, aren't you?
Yeah, it'll be at level 8. Oh God,
Oh.
8, 9. No, not till level 11. In fact, I'm never going to get another one, am I?
yeah, you will.
Oh, yeah. That's the problem with multi-class. You rob yourself of
Yeah.
feats, and once you've been defeated, you can't walk around.
Wise words.
I'm gonna turn the fella off. we'll end it.